Alright guys, we're going to be on airfield, unfortunately, for this one. I don't know what I'm doing with my camera at the beginning of this game, so let's go to the free camera. I don't know, man. I must have had too much caffeine or something. But we're running this with vents, improved aiming, and rammer. That's how I set up my lights usually for city maps, and I kind of put city in quotation marks because this is an airfield. It's not really a city, but airfield, man. This map, man. We're in the T-54 lightweight, by the way, guys, and this is an 8, 9, 10 game. But what I'm going to do is fast forward through most of this because you're not going to learn anything watching most of this game, but the ending is very, very good. So stay tuned and stick around. We're going to go through this fairly quickly. I know we spot a 430 here, and then I think the even comes up to the mid. We're able to get a shot into him, and we lose the south side of this map very, very, very quickly. We just didn't put anybody over there, really. Like, no one even went over there. We had the T-30, Udez, and Leo here, just kind of camping it out. And the three of us all together here, me, LT-432, and Skoda T-56, camping this little ridge line. So we had like 6 people on the ridge lines, but we had nobody actually on this portion of the map, right? So I'm going to come back, try and help defend this T-49, man. When he gets spotted again, I remember he got like melted off the map. Like 3 people hit him at once. 430 is trying to push in here. I ricochet him. The 430s have really trollish armor. Like every time I go to shoot one of these things in the side, he got racked. That's what it was. Every time every time I shoot one of these guys in the side, and even other players as well, I feel like it bounces, man. Like the 430s just have really good armor. That, like the 140s as well. Like these vehicles, man, they're brutal to try and pen when you're in a light tank. Like if you're in a tank destroyer, it's probably not as bad. But I'm used to like not as much pen, man. What do these things have? 208 millimeters of pen on the standards. So you'd think you'd pen hitting them in the side, but it's just so trollish, dude. Could be the accuracy of the T-54 lightweight as well, but is what it is, man. So we're going to continue camping here. I'm just trying to figure out like where the rest of these people are. There's still a number of unspotted players. Kunza's actually hitting me with a blind shot here. I think it was meant for the leopard. Could have been meant for me as well. And now I'm going to push into this little tree. Someone already knocked it, but you can knock it both ways to get just enough concealment to poke up here. And we end up spotting the Chrysler back here. This guy was camping. I don't think anyone's able to get shots into him, but it does give the team some information. And that's pretty much all we can do here. I would say, and I said this previously in a video that I recorded on Steps, Airfield is another one of those maps that I find is very reactive and not proactive. And what I mean by this is that you can't really do anything until one side of the map is basically lost. Like you can't adjust to anything until it's basically too late to adjust to it, right? It kind of sucks, but it's just the way it is. And I was saying the same thing on Steps, because Steps is a corridor map that you can put your gun in the fight, but most light tanks won't really do that until it's really needed, if that makes sense. And you just can't, like, I could try and get creative and help like the 1B and the IS-4, but you just don't, usually you don't do this, man. You don't want to like waste away your HP like that and try and brawl when you have no armor. Like I have some turret armor, but I can't like side scrape or do any of this stuff, guys. So what I'd rather do instead is make these fancy plays, and Kunza gets to a one-shot for me. I just camp him. I literally sit in this bush and just camp him because I know he's going to poke here again. I know it because I would do it. Most other players would do it. They're going to look for a shot here. He comes around the corner and in front of this bush line, and I hit him there and I clean him up. So this is what I would rather do. I don't want to brawl. So you can see someone's even clicking on me on the map, like, go spot the lion. I'm like, dude, relax, man. It's airfield, you know? It's airfield. And IS-4 spots the lion as he comes in. Like, I'm not going to run out there with half my HP, get whacked by the lion, get whacked by, like, the T-30 or something. T-30 can one-shot me, right, at this point. People just want you to make these stupid plays, man. Like, you can't do that safely. So instead, what I'm going to do is clean up the Kunze-Panzer, and then I'm going to run all the way out here and try and get a different angle. I always tell you guys, angles, angles, angles. So I'm trying to get a different angle out here. This T-95 does not know I'm here, so that's why I went way out and around so I wasn't spotted. And I wait for the T-95 to kind of give me his side. It's kind of weird with this little like medical vehicle here. I couldn't really see that well, but I wait for him to give me his side, and then I hit his side plate and We do that with the gold APCRs, 235 millimeters of pen should be enough, but the T95 has very, very trollish armor. And then Object 261, OMG, this light tank T54. Like, what am I doing wrong here, man? This guy's a Rolled, too. Rolled is like a really good clan. Why no kill their Artie? Like, am I really going to respond to someone who talks like that in the chat, dude? Like, relax, Rolled, all right? Like, relax, man. I'm going to win this game for the team, by the way, so this guy needs to relax. I'm going to push up here, okay? And now we're in a situation where, by the way, the Artie is all the way out here, so I don't know how this guy wants me to go and kill the Artie safely with the Lion sitting here, right? So Lion is here. I'm waiting for the T832 and the Leo PTA to push up. And this is, again, one of those maps where a lot of times the team that pushes in close games like this is going to be the team that loses. So I'm trying to wait. If we are going to push, I'm waiting for all these guys to kind of go together. I'm sitting right here in the hopes that I might be able to spot the Lion. I took like a few blind shots at him, but it's really, really risky, man, because there's a T30 back here. Even if the Lion doesn't hit me, I'm gonna get freaking whacked by the T30, right? So there's just, you have to really understand, like, where you're going to be safe and where you're not going to be safe, right? But I just put this on half for now as I go after the Artie, because I wanted to say the IS-4 was the one that spotted this guy, right? So sometimes it takes a vehicle with a lot of armor to poke. You can spot the enemy, right? Now I spot the T-30 because I'm able to get into this gap. And again, hindsight being 2020, the T-30 might not have had a shot on me here, but the Lion would have a shot on me. And if the Lion hits me, he's going to hit me hard, right? And the Lion has a very quick reload. So you never know, man. This guy could hit me once and then come around this way and hit me again. It's so easy to damage light tanks, man. It's so easy. So I don't know why people always want you to just throw away your HP. Like, it's so easy to die in a light tank, man, that some people just need to, like, relax and understand that you have to stay alive as a light tank player, even on city maps. So T-30 might not have had a shot at me, but Lion probably would have wrecked me here. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. Like, I made this play. I think I made the right play. I come here, clean the Artie up, so now the Artie is dead. And now, because the Lion has died, I have this opportunity to poke on this ridgeline. The TA-32 definitely bites off more than he could chew. I wish he would have stayed back a little further. IS-4, however, is able to clean up the Chrysler here. And now we're in a situation where it's me and the IS-4 against a full HP T-30. And we're both one-shots to the T-30. So how do we make this work? And I told you guys this is going to be good, right? Isn't this is really engaging, man. Like, my adrenaline is going. I'm like, dude, we can win this. And I'm saying in the chat, like, we can flank, right? But this guy is full HP, man. Like, this is a GG. Like, this is going to be a GG, man, because this guy is full HP. I personally don't think we can outplay this guy with him being full HP, but watch how we're able to do this, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to poke up on this corner. The IS-4 is going to poke on that corner. I'm trying to wait for him to get almost up to the corner there. I hit the T-30 in the back. IS-4 comes up. T-30 has his turret facing me. The T-30's turret is slow, so that kind of helps us out. The turret turns really slow in the T-30. IS-4 hits him there, and he's able to kind of angle himself away enough where I can get a shot into him, and the T-30 has to push into him. I'm able to reload again. I put a shot into this guy in his track, and now I can out-DPM this guy, right? I'm not even sure of the reloads, but I was pretty certain, I was fairly certain that I would be able to clean this guy up before he was able to kill me, and I actually backed in to kill him. But I wanted to just check this. I wanted to see if he had a shot on me. I don't have the free replay camera, because I don't know if you noticed this as well, but I tried on the last shot there, just in case he did reload in time, because I wasn't 100% certain. I put myself like right on the edge, because the T-54 lightweight, the turret is exactly in the middle of the tank, so it doesn't really matter which way you're facing. But I tried to put myself right on the very edge where I had a shot into this guy's back track area, the back of his tank, but he didn't have a shot on me. So I wanted to see if he actually would have had a shot on me. It looks like it would have been really close, right? Like, I think this guy would have been able to hit this corner of my tank. I'm pretty certain. But you want to make it as difficult as possible, regardless if he can reload in time. You can't shoot through a building to hit someone, right? If it's one piece of a building, you might be able to. I don't think so. I know you can shoot through walls, but I don't think you can shoot through even one piece of a building. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I know you definitely can't go through two pieces of building. And him shooting through this corner of the building would have been two pieces of building. And then you even have this one here. It sounds kind of funny the way I'm talking about this, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. But do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you can't shoot through even one piece of building. You can shoot through walls like this, but not the buildings. The building will just absorb the shell, even if it's AP or APCR or anything like that. When you shoot heats, though, or HEs, you can't do this. You can't shoot through the walls because it'll just, when it impacts, when the shell impacts with the HE, obviously, and also the heat, because they're high explosive, it'll just hit the wall. That's another thing that sucks about heat and why I don't like heat. But that's all, guys. And again, this is why Steel Guts and I always say, and even Skill for LTU, we always tell you guys, be patient, stay alive, conserve your HP, and don't listen to other players in the chat that are trying to get you to make these stupid, aggressive plays that are going to get you killed, and you'll likely throw the game, right? Because I stayed alive in this one, yeah, okay, maybe the game could have worked out differently if I was more aggressive in another situation. You never know, right? You never know until what happens. I tell you guys this almost every replay as well, almost every video I bring you. Maybe if I had YOLO'd after the Lion, the IS-4 wouldn't have taken the shot he took or something, you know, and I could have taken the shot instead, and then I would have been a one shot, and maybe the IS-4 could have, he still wouldn't have been able to take a shot from the T-30. So this guy has an alpha of 750, right? So, you know, it's just, I just don't like when players are always trying to get light tanks to make these stupid plays, man. Like, I've played light tanks long enough to know that occasionally I am too passive, but I'd rather be too passive and conserve my HP than be too aggressive and die really early on, right? Because if I'm more passive at the beginning, I can always be more aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you can't then be, like, more passive, right? Because you're dead if you're too aggressive, usually. I mean, you might be a one-shot, but even then, you're still not going to help your team if you're that aggressive and you run away and now you're a one shot, and now you almost can't even passive scout, because now if you take a blind shot in a bush, you're dead. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying, man. Always conserve your HP, and don't make stupid plays, man. Always play smart, guys. So I think these end plates closed. See if I can get a thumbnail real quick. I'll come back to this. I have to get a thumbnail for this, but the end plates, I think, closed. I don't know why this keeps happening. This is like the third time this has happened. Sometimes these just close out. I don't know why. But anyway, I'll show you the end plates, guys, and let you guys go. First class game, 24-17 damage, 4 kills, 492 assists. This might have been from like track, so I don't want to call this spotting. It might have been track assist or something weird like that. We're second by experience, it looks like here. T832 had a really good game. IS4 had a really good game, but I think this guy gets more experience because he's a tier 8, and this guy's a tier 10 in an 8, 9, 10 game. And yeah, I don't think I really want to know anything else about the team score. And here's the detailed report, guys. 18 shots fired, 13 hits, 11 pens. And I think we played it well, man. I really, really do. People always trying to tell me I'm too passive. I know. Sometimes I am. But I think I played this well, man. We outplayed the Kunzenpanzer. We outplayed the T95. We were cleaning people up. I think we were doing what we were supposed to be doing. And that's all, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a thing or two from this one. I hope it really encourages you to play carefully and stay alive. That's it. I will catch you guys for the next one. Take care and bye-bye.